All right, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Roast Your Replay. Today we have Ace Faxon playing Tech in 5v5, and he's asking how could he have carried his team. Well, look at this. This replay is 2 hour 30, so we'll be speeding through it a lot, and more. I think we'll touch more on like general advice than micro mistakes. But let's look at it. So my first advice to carry is you need to snowball. And when it comes to snowballing in Sins or any RTS, uh, the better your early game is, I will reduce the sound of the game. The better your early game is, um, the better the snowballing effect will be. So usually the early game is actually more important than your late game to have a good late game. Also, quick mistake. I saw the defense upgrade, but we scouted Diak. There's no way you'll ever lose a fight versus the Akin at this stage of the game with an Alcyon. Uh, so you could just go ahead and get the economic upgrades. Alright, um so far it's fine. Heaven Gnomes is okay because we'll eventually get those, but I would skip it for now and just make ships. So here, asking for turrets, it makes zero sense. You just won the fight versus a guy with an Akin. So you're like you have two options. Either you go kill him or you eco. But there's zero reason for you to need defenses. Here, personally, I would throw like two Forget Factory and I would just go kill them. I really don't like making defenses here. They're super expensive and uh, like even if you wanted to eco, your Alcyon alone will hold this almost indefinitely. The Akin is very, very, very weak at the moment. Also, you're gonna be fighting light frigates, so um, like if anything, a factory would provide more defenses than actual turrets for the healing. So here you realize your opponent has nothing. So you attack with just your cap ship. But imagine you had all your frigates with you. Also, I would do the opposite. You go expand with your cap ship and you keep your light frigates at the front, because then you can expand with nanites and you'll also get like the derelict. Like you're reborn, so you like the fat derelict here, you could have took it, and then this one or whatever, and eventually work your way up to the Terran. But just killing your opponent would have made more sense. Your opponents look pretty bad, and okay, I noticed something here. You're using control click for the micro, but you don't really do that until the fleets get big. Because then you split damage too much. Because like control click makes you like target a small group of frigates or like small group of whatever. Um, but here you have 41 bombers. They won't be able to kill like 10 frigates at once. Just kill them one by one. You're floating a ton of money too. Like I would throw down. Well, here you're looking like you want to eco, so I would throw down the civic lab. Uh, Here. Also, you still haven't upgraded that. Also, really don't like Anima Tempest. You got it when you were around here. Makes no sense. It helps a tiny bit to expand, but it's better to just get those. You're spending way too much money on defenses. So when you want to barely, like when you want to, let's say you have a big advantage over your opponent, and you want to eco instead of killing them, then you want to spend as little money as possible in defenses and still survive. And that's not what you're doing. You're overspending a ton on defenses. Now you're sure you're not gonna die, but then you're not gonna snowball as hard as you could have. Also, we're staying way too long on tier 1 if we want to eco. And I would throw down culture. Hey, finally started those. I would start throwing down culture. Maybe here would be a good spot. Okay, we went with the military lab, which is fine, but if we wanted to kill our opponent, we could just have done that a while ago. The Terran is the best planet for Advent, so like just killing your opponent would have given more economy than all of these combined, and shouldn't have been too hard. Like make 2 factories here and keep spamming life again, and you'd have easily beat them. So now we're moving the cap ship, but we could have done that way earlier and kept the. I'm confused. The aggro gameplay doesn't make a lot of sense for me. And now we're going back. Maybe kinetics made you change your mind, and you're like, ah, with kinetics I can kill him. But could have done that regardless. Oh, you don't need a revelation. Like you're probably scared of the turrets, but you can just. This is not an Astrid. You can just stay out of range and kill shit with your bomber, and the other guy will come to you. We're just walking back and forth, eh? Okay, this is too slow. You're not ecoing and you're not gonna kill your opponent. So all that's happening right now is like wasting money. You need to do stuff. Either go like all in into eco or go all into killing a guy. I speed it up because also if anything, give the derelict to your revelation. Okay. You have zero scouting, which is terrible. Like you don't know whether pink will show up. Okay, you know that blue and pink are weaker players because the way they're playing, but you still want to know what they're doing. Cause even in like bad hands, a Titan is still deadly and stuff like that. So also you don't know what their eco is doing, although in the back. And Pax is a good player, or at least used to be a good player. So you don't want like you want scouting. You want massive amount of scouting. We got tier 2, not researching anything. Where are you going? Oh, you want to stop Ping from getting a position? I guess, but I really don't like the way you played. Because here you're gonna be fighting a war on 2 fronts. I guess green will eventually come help you. But had you just killed blue, like you could have killed blue without having to fight pink at the same time and then go into pink. And then like your support could have fought their eco. Still no culture. Culture is very important with any faction, but at like 40 minutes, your culture is 20 minutes late. And not just for economy, for influence, because you want to scale your influence for the late game. You have like 2, 3 choices of how to spend it. Either you do it for like exotics, or you get it for Tachyon, or you can, or you do it for like planet buffs. But you can also do a mix and match. But you really need to scale your influence to be strong in the late game. You should get a Radiance. The Sage from Advent from 30 minutes to 45 minutes is all about lever. Okay, you're doing the control click again, and it's not ideal. That whole stage of Advent is to oh, what the fuck? Okay, don't make the drone host like ever. The whole stage of Advent is about the having as many radiants as you can and microing them well. Also, when your opponent is so bad like that, no offense to that guy. If you're light blue, you're just a new player, and Ace is an experienced player. When you're significantly better than your opponent, then you want bombing frigates to speed up the thing, because you can see your fleet as an investment, right? So you have to compare the fleet versus the economy. And having your fleet do nothing for 10 minutes is the same as having your trade ports disabled, for example. Like they're not providing return on your investment. So with bombing frigate, okay, you're getting them very slow. Also, you can bomb here while sending all your fleet forward. You have 800 supply, the guy has nothing, and you're like well into tier 3. Also, I'm not a fan of Illums. Like, your opponents are not going into caps or HGs. Uh, just make caps yourself. For some reason, I think they're just bugged because of like the Astrid phase lane. So I'm not gonna trash you for it, but so it's 56 minutes in. You have the economy of someone 15 minutes in, and you still haven't killed your guy yet. Also, I don't know why the bombing frigates are being made here. Keep researching in your tech tree. So much you need to get. We're finally gonna get the Terran, and you're lucky it's not finished survey, so you'll get a white. Well, maybe. Looks like you surveyed everything, which is good. So another thing with culture and unity abilities, you could like sanctify your planets and stuff. So you can like fight the war with pink while, you know, cause pink here is trying to save his teammate, which is commendable in like team spirit, but it's a bad move. What pink should be doing is killing those planets to force you to come back, and then what race is pink? Yeah, and then pink recalls, and then pink's fleet is way weaker than yours. So keeping you busy is the best course of action for them. And so by definition, you want to counter what is the strongest course of action from your opponent, which would be a base trade. And you've done zero measure to prevent a base trade. Also, you're floating a lot of influence. Ah, I finally killed that. Also, please colonize with nanites. I think you did. Okay, good. And Terran are a good use of this item. Alright, let's look at that fight real quick. Um, Hey, we got our Radiance. So, you know that you're gonna be completely winning this fight, right? Because there's only like 17 cares. Yeah, you research that. I was starting to doubt myself whether you boarded crew one or not. So here, what you do, you animosity all the illums, and then you move them away from the fight. You don't wanna, well, do that in general, but so okay. don't leave your ability on autocast. Here, just leave push on autocast, and push should be level 3 right now instead of level 1. Um, it would make all his cares completely useless, even on autocast. The micro is easier on the guy with the push than the guy with the cares. You should really, really, really develop the Terran. It would be like half your economy. It's like 40 credit per second. Still no culture, and here we're at the stage where you should be starting to make those along with your culture for more influence. Okay, because soon the whole game will be decided by influence abilities. Also, keep your cap ship with kinetics with your fleet when you're fighting fights that are, you know, not 100% sighted. So here, I would start factories here and start bombing run by run here. You have supply. Your fleet is strong enough to beat whatever ping's gonna show up with. So you can start bombing. It will give you extra XP. It will like cap their APM, etc. And if you can get into packs, it will cap packs APM too. The tech tree research is good, but you need laser. I don't know why you're making fleet right now. Oh, tier 4 Civic. Why are we doing this? Why Aquaria? Oh, you're gonna want a Titan maybe. Alright, that's fine. But once again, frigate factories, so you can start run bys. You're just very slow at killing people. Right? Like, if you want to be able to carry your team, you need to be done in 30 minutes with both of them. Because, like, you were versus the two worst player on the enemy team, while your teammate are struggling versus their best player. Well, I guess maybe not, but you know, doing your part means killing them quickly without requesting turrets. Uh, what are we targeting? You have to learn the Unity abilities. Like they're so important. Like clans and scouting. I guess recall is not as useful when you're completely winning, but uh, also you're not using your radiances. Like you send it to the Illiums, you cast Animosity, and then you run the Radiance to have the Illiums chase you and stuff like that. Like you're not microing any of your cap ship's ability. Yeah, so we're going for the Titan, which is fine, but I don't like it. Like you just kill them all quickly. Looks like UED got his ass kicked. Still no culture. Also, had you run by it with your bombing, you would have had this artifact for the culture, which could be useful. Your eco is starting to get decent, but it's way too late. And yeah, influence. Super important. Alright, we're finally going into overdrive with the bombing frigate, but it, you're making them from very far away. Still no Unity abilities. Like you okay, they're not using a ton of culture, but Sanctify would be very useful on their side too, assuming they got culture. I assume UED gave you those plants, right? Because then that makes no sense. And like you want Spire on your Terrans, man. There's so much money you're missing. And you want to stack Luxians on all of your. Oh, culture! Finally. Alright. See, like that's what I'm saying. Like your fleet is always with your caps. Like just send it. Go kill buildings and stuff. Like go kill all pack slabs. Also, Pax already has strip now. Had you been like 30 minutes quicker, oh, what are you doing? You can't fight Pax. I don't know where you're going, but fighting Pax won't work. You have to base trade. Still no Unity abilities. Come on. Also, you didn't get any tier 4 text beside Cornium, but like the culture stuff would have been useful, and the Unity stuff, obviously. Nice usage of the Revelation Ultimate. Alright, now you have your Titan. What's your plan? Because the most obvious plan is just send it to the Eluxians, but I have a feeling you're not gonna do that. And it's just gonna sit around and do nothing for a long time. Also, generally, don't make Destra before Dominus. You wanna get your Dominus first, and then the Destras. Especially versus the Vorastra. I don't think you don't really want to play chase the Titan with the Vorastra because you're never gonna chase it. But I don't mind going here because the Luxian is generally in that place. So here you send your fleet here and you send your Titan around here. Also, you're floating a ton of money, so it's really, really, really time to get Unity abilities now and influence, because like you have zero excuse for not getting them right now. You have literally nothing else to get. The wormhole. I don't know where you're going. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, another problem. Your article makes no sense. Caddic burst is the most important thing by far. And yeah. The item is also not great. Like, you want this, obviously. What are you doing? No, 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 no. Okay. Another thing, if your fleet is next to this fleet and the Titan is out of the fight, just fight the fleet while the Titan's not in the fight. You don't have to like go to chasing the Titan around is how you lose. Like you could have killed every cap. Oh, now you're finally realizing to do that. And so for chaotic burst, you want to put the Titan on the Canrax. Also, there's a bunch of derelicts around you can go take with your Titan. Oh, you're gonna lose the Titan because no recall. Yeah, so here with influence and unity abilities, you could have healed your Titan to full with cleanse. You could have recalled before it died. You could have used Tachyon to run your Titan away, etc. You're shooting the caps in the wrong way, by the way. Gotta kill the carrier first. And you're gonna, like, Dominus would have easily won that. Why did we ignore the Canrax the whole time? They were the easiest thing to kill. Okay, that Wormhole micro is funny. Uh, the game looks pretty over at this point. All the caps are crippled and not dead. So is Kinetics still in here? Yeah. You might want to, like, I don't know, try to sneak it back or something. But the most important thing would have been to keep your cap ship with Kinetics away from the fight the whole time instead of like in the fight. Oh, it's over. Um, yeah. So no culture, no unity, no influence, and your eco was pretty mediocre because you never went around developing it, and you never got around to killing your guy quickly. I hope that Ping is still alive and fucking with you. Hey, we finally used animosity in a way that made sense. Alright, well, here the game's over, but if you wanted to come back, actually, I don't know what I would do at this point. Try to get yellow to combine fight with you guys. So, like, get like 4 or 5 Halcyons to disable most of their supply because it's Cainrax and Ilorams. And like Dominus, so like Halcyon Dominus, and then assuming your influence. Try to get a phase gate and try to get yellow to come here and like surprise packs. Like it might work, but it's too late at this point. Also, a bunch of things like you didn't do, like running bombing frigates around, building like star bases and PGIs at choke points. Uh, um, yeah. Also, get your mining upgrades. You never really developed your economy. And no influence and no unity abilities really hurt because you're like playing half the game because the other half is managing your focus and your unity abilities. So UED is also reborn, right? So you guys could have double sanctify and making sure that no planets would ever die to like the main fleet, and then you can go around and force the main fleet to split up, and then you might be able to like beat some side fleets and stuff. Yeah, I can't believe there's no Spire on you, Terrence. Like the eco right now is decent, but you have 20 planets. Like it should be higher for someone with 20 planets. And part of economy is I'm gonna repeat again, but it's such an obvious mistake. It's the unity and the influence. But I really don't like what you did with your Titan. I would have went farmed and just keep packs busy with Tachyon and recalls and stuff. Like put your own mod here or something. and then go in packs, go in Avis, and then when they finally catch you, you recall. Because recall Tachyon is very strong, and you are in a perfect spot to do it. And while you do that, your Titan farm the Aluxians and the pirates, and then it's level 8, and then you absolutely destroy their fleet. And then you just spam Guardians Dominus. And a couple of Ion to get rid of the missiles. Hey, XP. You finally got. No, man, what do you hate against Chaotic Burst? It would like 4 shots those. Okay, 4 shot might be big, but 5 shot them. And that's at level 1. Once again, new elixir item on the Titan. By the way, the Radiance, this doesn't stack. So as much as it's useful to fight caps with, it won't. Oh, stop shooting the starbase. Yeah, that's a 1 minute reaction time. So here, what you want to do is with your Radiance, Animosity the HCs and run away. And then send a Radiance behind that Radiance, and then when the HCs are done chasing the Radiance, you Animosity them again with the second Radiance. And then you can keep all of these away from the fight. Or, alternatively, if you have Chaotic Burst, you kill them all. Why do you focus on Marzo? Kill the Titan. I am confused at what you're doing. So Symbiote is not the most useful. Also, this is disgusting that you got that but not cleanse. Like you spent a Titan point on something that would have costed like uh 800 metal and 800 crystal. mm, I'm not a big fan of Progen anymore because the shield restore makes Guardian bug. So pros and cons. So I don't know why you didn't chase the Titan. Or did it die in transit? Or did it die? No. No Luxian item. No. Oh no. So the Erotica is not an Ankulon, okay? You don't spec it for damage of your weapons. You spec it for ability damage of Chaotic Burst. You want that stuff to be as high as possible. Once the Titan is high level and well spec'd, it will kill cap ships with it. You're not ever gonna kill cap ships with the guns until you're like super late game, and then again it's like just gonna be worse at it than every other Titan. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So most important, just kill your guy if they're much weaker than you, or if you actually eco and don't spend so much money on turrets. And then second point, in the mid game, you need unity abilities and you need influence. And culture would have helped your economy, and your influence. And yeah, your erotica needs to be spec'd for chaotic burst, chastic burst, and go farm. Go farm the middle. You can just go farm, and then you'll clear the whole thing in 2 minutes with Chastic Burst, and then you can recall, and then you have a level 6 Erotica. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you, Ace, for sending a replay, and hopefully that helps get better.